Lazy Jack. Once upon a time, in a small village, a lazy boy called Jack lived with his mother. He was so lazy that he found it very difficult to move even his fingers. His mother worked as a servant maid in town homes and earned for herself and her son. People started to call him Lazy Jack, and Jack's mother was totally irritated and worried about her son. One day she fell sick and was feeling fever severely. She was bedridden for 2 days and could not go to work. She asked her son to earn something for them, otherwise there won't be anything to eat. Lazy Jack finally understood her mother's health and their poverty. He promised her mother to bring something and went on to search for work. A farmer offered him work in his land and paid 2 pennies for Jack's work. Jack thanked him and rushed to home with the pennies in hand. As he was running to home, he did not notice the pennies roll down from his hand. He could not find the coins and reached home with an unhappy face. He told the incident to his mom. Jack's mom told him, "Dear Jack, next time you put them in your pocket so that they won't fall." The next day, a milkman offered Jack a job. Jack was offered a jar of milk as wages for his work. As told by his mother, he poured the milk into his pocket and ran towards his mom. His mom recognized what would have happened after seeing Jack's dress. She told him, "Jack, you should have carried the milk jar on your head. Don't worry, but be careful next time." Next time, also Jack worked for the milkman and he went to the milkman's farm early in the morning. The work got completed before the noon and Jack was paid a bar of cheese for his work. Jack was happy, and as told by his mother, he carried the cheese bar on his head. Since it was a sunny day and very hot in the noon, all the cheese melted away. Jack told his mom that all cheese melted. His mother told he should have carried the cheese in his hands and asked him to do correctly next time. The next day he went to work in cattle. The owner of the cattle farm offered him a little kitten for him towards wages as Jack liked the kitten very much. He carried the kitten on his hands. The little kitten jumped from his hands and ran away. Jack was sad and told his mother he lost the kitten too. His mom told he should have tied a rope and dragged the kitten on the road. For the next 2 days, he went to work in a farm again and returned home with a huge piece of meat. He tied the meat with a rope and dragged it on the road. The meat was spoiled and his mom shouted at him as he could not do anything properly. Later sometime she consoled him and told him that he should have carried the meat on his shoulders. Jack went to nearby town for work and returned home after a week. For his hard work, he was rewarded with a donkey and he carried the donkey on his shoulders. A young girl around 8 years of age who saw Jack carrying the donkey on shoulders started to laugh, and she laughed continuously for a long time. Her dad, who was the richest person in the town, was so happy and was in tears. He thanked Jack as he made her daughter laugh after 5 years. Jack realized his mistakes and foolishness he'd done then and before. But at the same time, his foolishness made that rich man's daughter laugh. He took the rich man and his daughter to his home. The rich man offered them work and shelter in his bungalow. From that incident, he tried to do everything properly without any mistakes and foolishness, and they lived happily ever after. A poor little girl. Once a rich lady, having no child of her own, decided to adopt a girl child. For this, she gave advertisements in various newspapers. Many poor women came to sell their daughters to her. The rich lady gave some money to all girls and asked them to go to the market and buy their favorite things. On returning, all the girls showed the rich lady the things they had bought. Most of them had bought ribbons, clothes, and other things for themselves, but one poor girl had bought a prayer book and a needle. The lady got impressed with the poor girl and adapted her, saying that the girl really knew the essence of worship and hard work. The wooden bowl. It was a beautiful family of 5. The family had a weak and old man, a man and a wife, and 2 children, a boy and a girl. The old man was the head of the family, and he had only one son, a daughter-in-law, and 2 grandchildren. The family had a lot of fun and enjoyed the life at its fullest. As a family, all the 5 used to have dinner together every day. As days passed by, the health of the old man gradually weakened. His vision became very poor. He was not able to walk without support, and his hands and legs started trembling. One day, while serving dinner, the old man, whose hands and legs shivered and who could not see properly, split the food on the table. With shaky hands, he was not able to eat properly. The food dropped on the table. He let the glass of milk fall on the tablecloth. His son and daughter-in-law were completely annoyed. As he messed up the dinner, it was repeated the next day, as the old man couldn't help himself. The son was irritated, and his wife told, "I cannot bear this anymore. He spoils the dinner time. We should do something." The son agreed. They set up a new table and chair in the corner of the hall and made him sit there to have food. The old man was not able to hold the plate or glass, and he broke a few pieces of utensils. His son gave the old man a wooden bowl, as it would not break, while the rest of the family seemed to enjoy the mealtime. The old man was in tears as he was having his food alone. The old man used to collect the happy memories of his family and hardly tolerated his current situation. The days passed by, and the old man died calmly. After funeral, they were cleaning the home. The 5-year-old boy uttered a few words to his elder sister, and the little girl said yes. They were searching for something, and it was noticed by their parent. The man asked the children, "What are you searching for?" The girl replied, "The wooden ball which the grandpa used to have food." He asked, "But why?" The woman told, "They would preserve it in memory of their grandpa." The children got the ball. The boy asked his father, "Dad, can you buy one more ball like this?" Surprised by the question, he asked, "Why, son?" The girl replied, "See, we have only one ball. If you and Mama get old, how will we feed you both with one ball?" so I asked you to buy another one for Mama." The elders realized their mistake but could not get the forgiveness from the diseased old man. Our acts follows us.